Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Line, and this is my project, Line's Deck of Elements. So today what I'm bringing to you is, I made myself a deck 52 cards because I wanted to put some artwork out into the world, but I didn't want to put it into a book. So I decided I wanted to put it into a deck of cards, and magicians and people who just play cards can check them out, and people who like art can check it out. So here's what the box should look like. So it has all of the elements. We've got water, which is for spades, fire, which is for hearts, air, which is for clubs, and in the background is the diamond gem looking things for earth, which is for diamonds. So I'd like to show you what I've got so far. Everything is just on paper. I don't have cards yet. That's what this Kickstarter is for. So hopefully if you guys say, hey, I want to fund this project and turn these pieces of paper into actual playing cards, that's what this is all about. So here is my ace. And so each card has an illustration on it. Every single card, not just the ace through jack. So every card that you look at is going to have a face on it. And each half of the card, so if you consider this one triangle portion of the card a half, will have its own illustration. So at the top you see this ace. I thought of the ace as being the best card and also the first card. So if you were going to do like a straight in poker, it would be ace 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 5. Yeah, ace 2 3 4 5. So then you need 5 cards. So the ace, which is starting new as 1, so it's the symbol as if it's being reborn, and to being the ancient version. In this case, it's like this mountain. So it's really cool looking ace. And so that's the ace. I could show you another one. Let's go with this 8. Alright. So this is the fire, which is the heart. So you can see it still has a heart, but now it's fire. And with the number 8, I decided to go with the idea that 8 could be like an octopus or it could be like a spider, because they have 8 legs or arms, whatever you'd like to call them. But I think these are legs for spiders and maybe arms for or tentacles for an octopus. So that's 8. And so, I don't know, she would give you another look, but as you can see, this is an original illustration. And then if you flip it over, another illustration. So they're 2 separate illustrations. So here, I'll show you my King of Diamonds. This thing is cool. Alright. Boom. So here's the King of Diamonds. And so you can see how he looks here, but then when you switch it around, he has a little bit of a different look, and here he's laughing. Sorry if it's a little out of focus. So every single card that I've made is different. And so even though you may be thinking, oh, I'm just going to get a deck of cards and there's 52 illustrations, nope, you're actually sort of getting 104 with each suit. So here's the Jack of Clubs, aka air. So I put little swirls into like clouds. So I wasn't sure of like, how could you draw lines for, air? So I figured this is the best route to go. So here I flipped it over, and he's slamming his club against his shield. Alright. Let me show you one of the water ones. So, whoop. This is the Queen of Spades, aka the Queen of Water. And she's like a fish, and she's holding a pearl. Yeah. And let's see. This is a very very complex card. This is the 10 of Diamonds. And again, I'm sorry that this might be a little bit blurry. Alright. And here's another fun one that I like. This is the 3 of Clubs, aka the 3 of Air. And so these are like 3 little owls standing together. And so I was trying to have all little spirals and little lines that would show like air current and turning into clouds. And as you can see, it's different on the other side. So, and And I'm not sure if this is like my favorite one, but it's definitely up there. There's some cards that were just okay, or, you know, I like them, but there's some that are really cool, like this one. So this is the 9 of diamonds. And so 9, I was thinking of cats having 9 lives, and so I decided to go with this lion. And so it's 2 different lions. One has like a really nice mane on it, the other one not as flourished. Alright. And also included in this deck, I'm putting some extra cards. And one is an illustrated dealer button. So anybody who plays poker, whenever you're a dealer, you'd put this dealer button on the table, and this way you'd know where to deal from, and every time you go and start a new hand, you'll move the dealer button to a new location and use the dealer button to know where you're supposed to go next. The other thing I made is a card called a cut card. And when you're playing poker and you're dealing cards out, sometimes at the bottom of a deck, so when someone's about to deal and they're dealing the cards out, let me just try to do this as a better example. They're dealing cards out. Let's say this was 3 was at the bottom of the deck. If their hand is up a little bit, they may show the card. But if you have a cut card, which has no use other than being at the bottom of the deck, no one will ever see what's on the bottom. So anybody who might be to the left of the dealer that could see the card easily, they won't see what the card is on the bottom, so they won't have an upper hand against anyone else. And even this card has a custom illustration. And all of these are the elements, and they're hiding their eyes, so this way no one can see the card that's on the bottom. And finally, for the whole set, I made custom jokers. I know no one really uses jokers. Well, I shouldn't say no one. People do use jokers, but not as often as the other suits. So here's the joker, and he uses all 4 elements made into like a face. I don't know if you could see. I made like an eye, and this is supposed to be like the mouth of the 2 parts. And it's just sort of making a face. Yeah, and on the other side of the illustration is another face, using the F4 elements. Alright. Well, I'd show you all of them, but I don't know how much time you want to spend with me. But that's my deck of elements, and I hope that you'll get yourself a deck, because I'd really like people to see it in person, and I'd like to get it printed in an actual deck of cards so we can actually play with them. So if you're a magician or you're a card player, I hope you'll pick up one of my deck of elements. Again, my name is Line, and thanks for checking out my work. I really appreciate your viewing this. Peace.